Okay, class, good afternoon. This video discusses or will cover rather, chapter 4 na ang topic ay linkage and recombination with the following subtopics. Number 1 is, of course, we have to define ano ba yung tinatawag nating linkage? Bakit nangyayari yung linkage? Pangalawa is, paano natin malalaman na merong linkage na nagaganap between two genes or more? Okay? And how will we know the distance between two genes? So we will map them also. Ano yung position nila doon sa chromosome? Kasi sa isang chromosome, hindi lang naman iisang gene ang nandoon. Okay? Pangatlong subtopic under this chapter is the factors affecting recombination frequencies. What increases recombination frequency? What decreases recombination frequency? And last topic will be sex linkage. So first is yung definition natin ng linkage. Sabi kasi natin sa law ni Mendel na independent assortment is if you are given a genotype na dihybrid, makakapag-produce ka ng 4 na klase ng gametes. To recall, magbibigay tayo ng example. Okay. Sabihin natin, ito yung genotype ng dihybrid na yan. O, again, this is dihybrid ha. Ang pag-pronounce nito ay double heterozygous AB. Or, in simple terms, we can call this as dihybrid. Bakit di? You have two genes, gene A and B, and hybrid silang dalawa. Ang synonym ng hybrid is heterozygous or crossbred. Yan. And if you apply yung pagpoproduce natin ng gametes, lalong-lalo na for this case, we use independent assortment or law of independent assortment. The gametes that can be produced here ay 4 na combination. Ano yung isa? Or ano yung una? Dominant A, dominant B, dominant A, saan na yan? Dominant A, recessive B, recessive A, dominant B, and recessive A, recessive B. Ma'am, saan na naman nanggaling ito? Again, paulit-ulit ko siyang sinasabi na you have to segregate or separate the gametes of each genotype of each gene respectively. Okay. So una, pag sinaam ni dominant A kun recessive A, pag sinaam. So dominant A, recessive A, kastamot dito yung pangalawang gene pair. Pag sinaam ni dominant B kun ni recessive B, and then you connect the two. So gamitin natin ulit, nasaan na yung cursor? Oh, so you combine now dominant A with dominant B. That's why you produce dominant A, dominant B na combination. So that's one gamete. Next, dominant A join with dominant with recessive B. This is the another combination. This is another gamete. Dominant A, recessive B. Next, recessive A joined with dominant B. Ito siya, recessive A, dominant B. And recessive A, recessive B. Ito na siya, recessive A, recessive B. Na combination ng gamete. So, with law of independent assortment ni Mendel, you can produce 4 different types of gametes. No. So, itong linkage kasi na concept or phenomenon, it violates Mendel's law of independent assortment. So, that means, yung ine-expect natin na 4 na klase ng gametes from this dihybrid, hindi na siya 4. With linkage, hindi na 4 ang mapaproduce. Maaring 2 klase lang ng gametes. Okay, yun siya. So, yun yung linkage. It's the presence. Ang linkage, by the way, aside from violating Mendel's law of independent assortment, pag sinabi nating merong linkage, sa isang chromosome, merong 2 magkalapit. Dati duwang agi nasadag nga genes, nga DJ, duwang nga genes nga DJ, kat no next generation nun, main-inherit dalatahang kanayon. Kasi nga rod nakaas-asadag da unay. So, ang analogy niyan is, if you have someone na ka-LDR, kung gagawa ka ng analogy rather is, mas makatuluyan mo daw yung palagi mong kasama rather than yung ka-LDR mo. So, yun yung isang example ng parang pwede nating i-connect or pwede nating gamitin as example for this concept. Kasi these two, itong sinasabi, itong dalawang non-allelic genes very close to each other doon sa chromosome tend to be inherited together. Okay, yun siya. And pag sinabi, ma'am, ano yung ibig sabihin ng non-allelic? No kunata yung nga non-allelic, madidaagpada nga letter. Halimbawa ditoy, dito example tayo nga genotype nga detoy, tinan-allelic ditoy ni A can B. When we say genes are non-allelic, they are two different letters. When they are two different letters, they are located in different locations or loci. So dito sa chromosome na ito, this is one location, this is another location. Pag pareho sila ng letter, parehong A, even if the other one is dominant or the other is recessive, basta pareho sila ng letter A, they are called allelic genes. Allelic genes have the same location in the chromosome. Yun siya. Ngayon, dito sa example natin na chromosome, dito sa unang illustration, ang genes 1 and 2 are considered linked kasi malapit sila, very close. Sabi dito sa definition, malapit sila sa isa't isa. And they are also located in the same chromosome. Dito naman kaya these two genes, genes 1 and gene 2 are considered linked. Dito naman sa second, this second illustration, they are two chromosomes. And yung genes na ito, you have your i-erase na nga natin yung nandito. Oh, baka ang question niyo dito ay, ma'am, bakit hindi considered na linked genes itong gene 1 and 2? Eh, non-allelic naman sila, meaning magkaiba naman sila ng location. Yes, it satisfies this condition. However, sabi kasi sa definition, it should be on the same chromosome. Eh, they are located already in different chromosomes. That's why genes 1 and gene 2 are not considered as linked genes. Dito naman sa pangatlo, nasa-satisfy niya yung condition na same chromosome because genes 1 and gene 2 are located in the same chromosome, but they are very far from each other. So, hindi sila linked genes. Nakuha. Yan yung concept ng linkage. Ngayon, ang tawag natin doon sa mga genes na malapit sa isa't isa, they are considered as linkage group. Linkage lang ang tawag natin doon sa concept, doon sa scenario, doon sa phenomenon, kung saan nangyayari ito. But the group of genes na malapit sa isa't isa, you call them linkage group. Okay. So ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina na yung mga malalapit na genes sa isa't isa tend to be transmitted or inherited together in the succeeding generations. Next. Next, degrees of linkage naman ang i-discuss natin. Meron tayong tatlong degrees of linkage, although dalawa lang yung kinoconsider natin. Number 1 is no linkage. Ma'am, bakit dalawa lang usual na kinoconsider natin? Kasi nga, we only have this complete and incomplete linkage. Kaya lang, sinama na rin natin itong no linkage para makita ninyo yung difference. Ano? Itong no linkage na ito yung concept na sinusunod ng Mendel's Law of Independent Assortment kung saan unlinked genes appear to segregate and show IA, or yung IA na ito stands for independent assortment. Yan. Ang RF naman is recombination frequency. Pag sinabing recombination frequency, it's their chance or likelihood na magre-recombine, magre-rejoin ulit yung mga alleles na iyon from the two genes. Okay, so recombination frequency is 0.5 or 50%. And this situation occurs in two instances. Halimbawa ito. Ito yung examples kanina sa previous slide wherein we do not consider genes 1 and gene 2 to be linked kasi nga, so no linkage ito. There's no linkage because it already violates the first condition na genes should be located in the same chromosome. So there's no linkage there. Dito naman sa second illustration, these genes are not close to each other. So walang linkage. Yun yung dalawang example, situations or events where we can consider na, walang linkage. Pangalawang degree of linkage is yung complete or absolute linkage. Pag sinabi natin complete or absolute linkage, two loci, recall natin ano yung loci. Loci is the plural of locus. When we say locus, it's the location of a gene in the chromosome. Sabi dito, recall natin, asa yun ang cursor ko. Two loci are so close together on a chromosome that the parental combinations of alleles always segregate together. Dito yung example ko itayon nga, duwalaeng ti klase ti alleles wenno gametes. Allelic combinations wenno gametes nga maipasa to the next generation. Halimbawa dito sa example natin, sabi dito, recombination frequency or RF equals 0. Meaning there is no chance or likelihood na mag-combine yung dalawang genes or dalawang klase ng alleles na given. Okay. Halimbawa, ito yung parental gametes. Dominant A, recessive B. And recessive A, dominant B. Halimbawa, dito yung gametes ni parents. Itatan nga link and then after recombination, ito yung dito na nangyayari yung recombination. Kahit merong crossing over na makita ninyo, dito yun cross dito yung segments dito yung chromatids even if there's recombination or crossing over and then recombination after, still ang mapoproduce na gametes or ang mapoproduce or ma-inherit na gametes ng kanilang anak still pareho. Dominant A, recessive B, recessive A, dominant B. Okay. Dalawang klase lang kasi walang recombination frequency equals 0. Ma'am, paano kapag recombination frequency is equal to or is not equal to 0? If recombination frequency is not equal to 0, ang mangyayari incomplete linkage. You will be producing 4 different kinds of gametes. Itong dominant A, recessive B na combination, nakamukha ng parent niya, and then recessive A, dominant B na combination, nakamukha din ng parent niya. And then itong dominant A, dominant B na combination as well as yung recessive A, recessive B combination na hindi kamukha ng parents, ng gametes galing sa parents. So these are now the products of recombination that happened. Kaya ang recombination frequency dito is between 0% and 50% or greater than 0. So between So ibig sabihin, it should be greater than 0. Bakit greater than 0? Because there was an allelic combination na na-produce from these parents. Ngayon, ang tawag natin dito sa dominant A, itong mga blue, we call that parental combinations. Ma'am, bakit parental combinations? Because they resemble the gametes coming from the parents. Ngayon, ang tawag natin dito sa new combination of alleles or gametes na na-produce sa next generation or na i-inherit ng offspring, ang tawag natin dito sa naka-red na kulay ay recombinant types or recombinant gametes. Ito, parental combination. Ito, recombinant types. Because they're products of recombination. So ito yung tinatawag natin incomplete linkage or partial linkage kasi some crossing over occurred and yung crossing over na yon nag-produce siya ng bagong combination of gametes or alleles to produce that gamete. So yun yung difference ng complete linkage at saka incomplete linkage and of course yung no linkage. Next, phases of linkage naman tayo. Pag sinabing phases of linkage, para siyang pareho or this is synonymous yung sa chemistry ninyo, organic chemistry, kung naalala ninyo yung cis and trans. Coupling phase at saka repulsion phase. These are the two phases of linkage. Pag sinabi mong coupling phase, magkasama ang dominant alleles together. Halimbawa, ang alleles natin or ang genotype natin or ng parents ay ganito. Halimbawa, ito yung genotype ng parents, hetero A, hetero B. Ano yung possible ulit na gametes? With love-independent assortment, ito yung mga possible na gametes. Dominant A, dominant B, dominant A, recessive B, recessive A, dominant B, and recessive A, recessive B. Pag sinabi mong coupling phase, yung linkage, ang ma-inherit ay, nasan na yung, wait. Highlighter. Ang ma-inherit kapag coupling, ito, parehong dominant and parehong recessive. O yan o. Dominant alleles are on the same homologue and both recessive alleles are on the other homologue. Yan. Dominant A and dominant B agkuyog, recessive A, recessive B agkuyog. No, repulsion phase or trans phase, pag naman, wala na bang ibang kulay? O yan. Kapag naman repulsion phase or trans phase, each homolog has one dominant and one recessive allele from two genes. Kahit nangasaon, ijay may isa nga homolog, agkuyog ni dominant A, recessive B, kan recessive A, dominant B. I hope nakakasunod pa tayo ano. Sabihin natin, this is the chromosome. Chromosome. We call this pair of chromosome homologous chromosomes or in short, homolog. Titawag tayo dati ag pares ng chromosome, homologous chromosomes or in simpler terms, we call that homolog. Itatandi kong kunana, detoy coupling phase no kano itoy chromosome nga detoy agkuyog ni dominant A, dominant B. Nagkuyog da. And then ito'y bangir mat, agkuyog ni recessive A, recessive B. Coupling phase no kadayjay. Dati mo repulsion phase, kas ito'y tilangana. Let's draw another homolog. Please bear with my drawing. Narigatag drawing, ito slide. Another pair of chromosome or another homolog, timot mangyari no repulsion phase, agkuyog ni dominant A, kan recessive B. And then ijay bangir agkuyog ni recessive A, dominant B. Repulsion phase. Yun siya. Yun yung phases of linkage natin. Next. Why does linkage happen? Nasagutan na ito kanina ng previous lecture video na sinend ko sa inyo. Nangyayari yung linkage kasi, di ba nga halimbawa sa tao, we only have 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes and ang dami-dami nating genes, ang dami-dami nating traits na ini-influence nila or kinokontrol nila, hundreds or even thousands of genes present in each of our cells. So ito tantap na ma-accommodate ni 46 chromosomes na ginakad-ado nga genes tayo, ado daa nga nagyan. Ado nga genes ti agyan ti kada chromosome tayo. Iso nga, tendency is agdidagkat day dyan ti chromosome. Kasalamat lang ang classroom halimbawa, tila ang ma-accommodate ti may sa classroom kat 50, pero you have no choice, you have a class to handle na halimbawa ang section na hinahandle mo is 65, hamo mo abaling iya ka rejay bangir rejay 15. So even if 50 lang ang accommodate na, sombrak lata jay remaining 15. So to accommodate the 65 students in your class. So tendency, no, ado kayo iji klase, ado kayo iji room, agdidin nagkat. Ngam no, basit kayo iji classroom, agiin na dayo. Kasi yung concept ni linkage. Nangyayari yung linkage kasi ado ti genes nga aga-abay, iji may isang chromosome. So tendency is, dagi aga-abay nga genes, they tend to be inherited in the or transmitted together or inherited together in the succeeding generations. Yun yung nangyayari or yun yung concept ng linkage. So ang halimbawa dito ay yung ating illustration dito. Ang example dito is chromosome number 4 sa humans. So ma'am, asan yung centromere dyan? Ito yung centromere ng chromosome. Ito yung P-arm, ito yung Q-arm. And makikita ninyo, itong mga linya-linya na black, those are locations of the genes. Dagiti codes nga mo susar dito, Q12, P14, 15.2, etc. Dagitay locations da. Ay, sorry. So, nakadado nga genes ti adad toy. So, tendency is, dato'y kung maadad toy, nga agdagkat, agkuyog da talaga nga may pasa to the next generation. Because of distance or linkage. Next. Okay, let's continue. Itong crossing, meron tayong ditong slide sinasabi. Anong difference, ma'am, ng crossing over at saka linkage? If you recall, kailan nangyayari ulit yung crossing over? It happens at prophase 1, correct, ng meiosis 1. So, itong crossing over is just the exchange of segments between two non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome. Itatan, ag-exchange the segments ko na tayo din amin. So example, ag-drawing tayo ulit, iti chromosome, annotate, and then, suppose we have here a homologous chromosome. Baka minhan nyo ma-imagine nga sa sayat, detoy nga part. So let's draw a pair of chromosomes. This is a homolog or homologous chromosome. Tatan, ag-exchange the segments no kwa, kat detoy non-sister chromatids. Or yung hindi, pag sinabi mong non-sister chromatids, they are not joined together by a common centromere. So ito, this one and this one, they are considered as non-sister chromatids. Now let's draw or write yung nandito na genes. Halimbawa, nandito yung gene A and gene B. Data. And then ito yung mutbangir, of course, their alleles, dominant ay recessive A, recessive B. Kasi yung dito yung bangir, recessive A, recessive B. Dito yung dominant A, dominant B. Next. No, ag crossing over daytoy. Dito yung segment umakar, may cross ijay o halimbawa kastat lang nga na di crossing over na. Even if there is an exchange of segments, ijay bangir, no nakaas-as detoy A can B, han nga maisina ni B, wano maisina ni A, agkuyog da kang kanayon. Pero, no timangyari kat kastoy, I hope you'll request for a face-to-face class kasi nagrigat egg drawing ditoy. Sana, o halimbawa, nandito yung halimbawa, datan dominant A. Tapos ni B, dito yung nga to. O, kastamat dita. Recessive A. Tapos ni B, adam ijay nga to. No, crossing over dito, maisina no kwan ni A, ni dominant A. Handan, so no crossing over data, timangyari, resulting pair would be dominant A at saka recessive B. Apay, dati dominant A ditoy, naiya ka rito bangir, so tika pares nan kadyada jay nga nga recessive B. Detoy. And then, no may exchange mat ni recessive A, maipan dito'y bangir, tagkuyugon recessive A and dominant B. Kasi ti resulta na no, aginad dayo. So, the result of crossing over could produce two different gametes. Mabalin nga, di kakuyog nakit, jay same nga allele even before crossing over occurred or mabalin nga may sinukat. Depende ka jay distance. So, let's read this. Kasi dato'y drawing ay chromosome dato'y actually. Kaya lang tapno, mas ma-appreciate yung chromosome iso na in drawing ko dato'y. Oh, let's read ito. More crossover events are possible between genes that are far apart. Recombinants are more likely to be created. So, ito di ko naktatay. No, naka-adayot ayan ni B, no A, from each other, ti mangyari, ado ang crossing over. Dito yung crossing over nga mangyari. 1, 2, 3, 4 crossing over events nga nangyari. Tatan, agin na sa dagda, unay, wherein linkage happens, dito yun, nakasasadag ni A ka ni B, bas-basit, fewer crossover events are possible between genes that are close together. So therefore, recombinants are less likely to be created. Mama na dagay recombinants, di ba originally, ti parents na kastoy, dominant A, dominant B. Tapos, recessive A, recessive B. Pag sabi dito, no agas sa dagda, fewer crossover events and recombinants are less likely to be created. Kahit nang saon, dito lang ti klase, ti gamits, dagay nga may pasada. No more crossover events are possible between genes that are far apart, more recombinants are more likely to be created. Halimbawa kasi tilangana, adayuda, A and B. Mabalin nga in addition to this, makapag-produce ka ba ng combination na dominant A recessive B and recessive A dominant B. Yun yung ibig sabihin nito, recombinants. Ang recombinants, ito na. Yung gametes na na-produce from the recombination that happened after the event na crossing over. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng recombinants. Next. Crossovers of non-sister chromatids and the resulting gametic phenotypes. But before that, let's erase the writings on the slide. Okay, let's continue. We have here illustrations of possible gametic combinations produced from different types of crossover events. So we have here, title ng slide na ito is Crossovers of Non-Sister Chromatids and the Resulting Gametic Combinations or Gametic Genotypes. So ito yung parents, ito yung column, parents, gametes of the parents or the chromosome of the parents, and ito yung mga sinasabi nating gametic genotypes. So we have here, Ma'am Api Kastoy, Api nga linya. Let's redraw this para ma-appreciate nyo ano ibig sabihin nito. Oh, ganyan siya kung i-drawing natin. Wait lang. So, always in pairs siya because itong isa galing sa nanay, so itong isa galing sa tatay. Itong A, dominant B, dominant C daw, isong addadad toy, may isang linya, agkakalinya, dati kahit nang asawan detoy, same chromosome ti ayanda. Same homolog. Same chromosome ti ayanda. So, addadad toy, dominant A, dominant B, dominant C. Kasta ti kahit nang asawan ti arrangement da. And then, detoy recessive A, recessive B, recessive C, adada ito'y ayan ti bangir nga chromosome. Dito may isa nga member of this pair. Recessive B and then recessive C. Kasta ti kahit nang asawan. Kaya lang, kasi iti arrangement na kasi mas ma-appreciate yung iso na especially when we draw this crossover event. Dagito'y X nga makikita yun dito'y, they illustrate crossover events. Yeah. Okay. Let's explain. Deto, iti kahit nang asaon, deti umuna, no crossing over ngamin deto yung situation. So, since walang X na nakikita dito, walang crossover event. So, therefore, ang resulting gamitic genotypes ay the same. Dominant A, dominant B, dominant C dito sa chromosome na ito. Recessive A, recessive B, recessive C dito sa chromosome na ito. Ito naman sa letter B, single crossing over between A and B. Ito yung tinatawag nating single crossover at region 1. Bakit region 1? Kasi ito yung first region, dito yung second region. Yan, ito. Kung dito sa chromosome naman na ito, first region, second region. Or between A and B. Pwede rin dito. First region, second region. Basta between the two genes. Single crossover. Kahit nang sa deto, itilaan ka no, nakapasamakan ti crossing over kat ditoy nga regions. Between A and B. So therefore, so dominant A. Please follow itong cursor. Dominant A, na-cross deto yung part, ije bangir. So therefore, ti kabaron nga combination ti gamit skat instead of dominant A, dominant C, kas lakadati umuna nga example, ti pagbalinan na nukuan itoy is dominant A, recessive B, recessive C. Iso dito yun eh. Dominant A, recessive B, recessive C. Kumuyog iso na. Oh, let's try. Dominant A, recessive B, recessive C. Dito yung combination. Iso na. Next. Let's use another color. Dito yung may isa. Recessive A. So, detoy. Then, pimanga to, na-cross. Dominant B, iso na detoy. And then, tuloy-tuloy, diretso, dominant C. Iso na deta. Ma'am, apeha nga na-cross di jay. Apeha nga recessive C, di kaabay na. Kasi nga road, han nga na-cross, awang crossover nga nangyari dito yung nga region. Wano dito yung nga segment. Nakuha. So, yun yung single crossover between A and B. Next. Ang susunod na example is single crossing over between B and C. Dito naman na region. So, ang mangyayari, dominant A, dominant B, then ay crossover pababa, recessive C. Ito na siya. Dominant A, dominant B, recessive C. And then dito sa kabila, recessive A, recessive B pa din kasi walang crossing over dito sa segment na ito or dito sa region na ito. So, recessive A, recessive B, ito siya, recessive A, recessive B, and then ay crossover, taas, dominant C. Yan siya. Yan yung resulting gametic genotype. And then, paano naman when there are two crossover events? Ganito yung mangyayari. Dominant A, na-cross pababa. So, you have dominant A, ano to? Recessive B. So, that is your recessive B. And then, na-cross ulit, pabalik. Dominant C. Yan siya. Next, recessive A, na-cross pataas, dominant B, and then recessive C. Ulitin natin, recessive A, ito siya, dominant B, and then bumaba, recessive C. Those are your resulting gametic genotypes. So these are the different types of crossover events. And ano yung mapoproduce natin na gametic combinations or gametic genotypes? Based from this, crossover events. Yan yung iba't ibang klase ha ng mapoproduce natin na gamits. Kapag mayroong crossing over. Wait, we'll just erase. Next, linkage determination. Paano natin malalaman, ang ibig sabihin lang nito, paano natin malalaman na merong linkage na nangyari? First, linkage can be assessed by determining how often crossing over occurs between two genes on the same chromosome. Or in other words, paano malalaman natin by determining percent crossover. So ito siya. Itong bullet na ito, ang sinasabi lang niya, we have to compute for percent crossing over. Ano yung chance na nangyari or how many percent chance yung na nangyari yung crossing over. Another is we can do this. Cross or back cross a double heterozygous genotype to one that is homozygous recessive for both pairs of genes. Kung i-illustrate mo yan, ang sabi lang nito, pag crossin mo daw ang dihybrid o double hetero with a homozygous or double homorecessive. Kasi ikaw na tipa may am. Kasi, try man nga i-solve detoy, ana dagiti ma-produce na nga genotypes, ti anak na, equal ratios, ti ma-produce na. If you follow the law of independent assortment, we expect a ratio of 1:1:1:1. Pero, kung merong linkage yan, hindi ipa-follow itong 1:1:1:1. Oh, ganun siya, dalawang klase. Person crossing over and then you do back cross. Or crossing itong double hetero with a double homozygous recessive. Let's have an example. Oh, ito yung problem. What happened? Oh, this is the problem. Suppose plants with yellow round seeds and green wrinkled seeds were crossed. In the resulting F1 generation, all plants had yellow round seeds. When the F1 were self-fertilized, the following phenotypic ratio was produced. So 318 daw na yellow round, 10 yellow wrinkled, 13 green round, at saka 123 green wrinkled. Ang tanong, kailangan nating malaman kung meron bang nangyaring linkage or not. Oh, plants, ito yung parents ha. Ang very mahalaga or very important bago tayo mag-proceed sa computation ay kailangan nating i-identify ang given. Ano ba yung problem? We have to understand the presented problem. We have to identify the given and ang susunod is alamin natin kung ano yung tinatanong. Ang given, ito yung parents daw. Yellow round seeds. Ito yung parent 1. And then yung parent 2, green wrinkled seeds. Pinag-cross ka no detoy. And then, they kano anak na ng F1, cut yellow round seeds. Di phenotype na. Next, when the F1 were self-fertilized, hindi kano pinagko-cross na dagito yellow round seeds among themselves. Ito yung na-produce na phenotypic ratio ng anak. Anak nitong F1 crossed among themselves. Next. Ano dito yun na yan? O, ito yung illustration ng problem natin. This is your parent. O, nilagay ko na ha yung genotype niya. Ang nakalagay kasi is yellow round seeds. Ito yung ang dominant na phenotype ay yellow at saka round. Meron tayong dalawang traits na kina-consider doon. Wait lang, I believe low-bat na itong laptop. Ano ulit? Oh, ito. Ang dominant na phenotype, dalawang traits ang kino-consider. Kulay ng seed. Balik tayo doon sa problem. Ang kino-consider is kulay ng seed at saka seed shape. Kulay and seed shape. So, ang dominant dito, ito yung dominant. Dominant na phenotype. Dominant yung yellow, dominant din yung round. Yung green naman, recessive yan na phenotype. Ganun din yung wrinkled. Recessive din. So, therefore, ma'am, bakit mamapay kas to'y sigod? Apay na-determine mo nga sigod, deto'y genotype. Kathan mo't nga given ni J problem. Kasi no, sublanan tayo J problem, kuna na nga min di Jay, nga, digit ka no anak, deto'y yellow round, kun green wrinkled seeds, amin da ka no, amin ka no di anak na yellow round seeds. So, amin kat dominant. Kat malagip tayo, nga no pag-crossum, ti duwa nga phenotypes nga madiagpada. No lagi po nyo di summary ni Mendel, halimbawa, dato nga parent, kan dato nga parent, madidagpada ti phenotype, tapos di anak na, adati kapadpada na nga phenotype, either of, sorry, either of its parents, kahit nga sawon, di express nga phenotype di anak, iso ti dominant nga phenotype. So therefore, we can now sa, ano tawag dito, we can now hypothesize na ganito yung kanilang genotype. Now, kung magulo sa inyo, paano nakuha ito? You can chat me, you can visit me at the Dean's office para ma-clarify ito. Especially kapag Monday or during, ano tawag dito, weekdays or no to no Monday, no adda bakanteo. Tapos na may explain ko nga na saya at apay nga, lalo dagitihan unay makagets, no apay nga kastoy ti genotype digiti parents. Lalo kat haan mat nga given, ijay problem. Okay, dati ti genotype di parents ha, double homodominant A, B, at saka homorecessive A, homorecessive B. And then pinag-cross tayo isuda, dati ti genotype di anak na. And then kung ano di problem, self-fertilization or this one, we write this symbol. Self-fertilization no kwat i-represent, dati nga symbol, no plants. Ti ada iti problem. Ngam no animals data, we read this as interse mating. Ti kahit nang saon, ti interse mating, they mate among themselves. Agiin na sawa, dagitoy nga individuals with this genotype. And then, the offspring of this mating will now produce this, F2 or second filial generation. Iso dagito yun. Dominant A, and ano tong mamapay blanco dito? Dito blanco to yung amin, mabalin nga dominant A, no recessive A. Regardless kung yan ay dominant A or recessive A, same phenotype pa din. So ito, isang phenotype, this is yellow round. Ito ay yellow wrinkled kasi recessive B codes for wrinkled seeds. Ito naman, green round. Ito naman, green wrinkled. Next. Question is, determine if linkage happened or not. Ngayon, ma'am, saan ang galing itong observed? From the original problem. 318, 10, 13, and 123. So, 318 daw itong individuals na ito. 10 ang ganito, 13 ang ganito, and 123 ang ganito. Paano malalaman ang expected values? Doon muna tayo sa law ni Mendel. Di ba sabi sa dihybrid ni Mendel is ganito. Ang ratio daw, phenotypic ratio from a dihybrid cross ni Mendel is 9:3:3:1. Or if you use fraction, magiging 9/16. Ma'am, bakit 16? Kasi ang total nito 9, 3, 3, 1, 16 lahat yan. So 9/16, 3/16, 3/16, 1/16. Kahit nangasaon, in any population of offspring, that we got 9/16. Nga ka na yun. 3/16, 3/16, 1/16. So, in order to get the expected, no expected na ko na, ano dapat jay lumabas nga ratio, phenotypic ratio, or phenotypic distribution, dagijay anak, ti dihybrid cross, no, if I'll follow na, ti Mendel's law of independent assortment. No expected no ko na, tilat te bagbaga na deta, ana dayjay, rumwar nga ratio, no if I'll follow ti independent assortment. So, ang gagawin is, you have to get the total number of this. Ilan ba? 318, 10, 13, and 123? Mano deta? Let's try solving. 318 plus 10 plus 13 plus 123. Ang total nito ay 463. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 318. 318 times, ang yung multiply natin ngayon dito, 38, sorry, wrong. It should be, ano nang ulit total? 464 yata. 464 ang total. Total population. So, 464 times 9/16. Detoy. Mamapay na, nagapon naman ta 9/16. Kat dito yung road. 9/16 daytoy. 3/16 daytoy. 3/16 and then 1/16. So, ang mangyayari, na maalam di expected, you multiply yung mga sinabi ko kanina. 9/16 times 464. And then 3/16 times 464 here. And then 3/16 times 464 here. And then 1/16 dito times 464. Yan na yung values ng expected. So please compute that. Wait. Next. Dito na natin gagamitin itong chi-square. Chi-square test. So siguro na-encounter nyo naman na siya, itong chi-square test in your previous subjects. But of course, I have to discuss this kasi gagamitin natin itong chi-square test. So ang chi-square test, ginagamit natin yan hindi lang sa gene segregation but also in linkage. Yeah. Kasi may encounter tayo, kasi lang i-apply tayo isuna if it follows. Ginagamit natin ang chi-square test to check if a certain distribution or a certain group of events follows the original or follows what is expected. Or yung tinatawag natin, usually this is goodness of fit test. Ang formula ng chi-square test is this one. Kung isulat mo ang chi-square, ganito siya. Chi-square. So, itong x-square na yan ang pagbasa, chi-square. Kaya makita ninyo dito, chi-square. Yung n, ma'am, ano yung n? N represents the number of phenotypes or phenotypic classes. So, sa previous natin kanina, ang n doon is 4. Kasi ito, isang phenotype, sorry, one phenotype, another, and another. So, 4. We have 4 phenotypes kasi meron din naman tayong 4 na observe dito. Oh, next. N-1 therefore is 3. So, if you write that, chi-squared, then meron siyang subscript na 3. And then equals, ito, summation. Summation of what? 0i, or OI, that's your expected, observed value minus expected value. And then yung difference nila, i-square natin. And then yung na-compute natin na squared value ay i-divide natin sa expected value. And then of course, we get the sum. Kasi summation siya. Okay, let's discuss yung steps, paano ma-compute or ano yung steps for this chi-square test. First is you have to state the hypothesis. Itong HO, that's your null hypothesis. HA is your alternative hypothesis. Pangalawa, create a table with observed and expected values. Which is yung ginawa natin kanina. Ito siya. This is the table of expected and observed values. Hello, sir. Okay, let's try answering or determining whether there is linkage doon sa presented problem kanina by following these steps. So, una is we have to state the HO and HA. Yung HO, that is your null hypothesis, and HA is your alternative hypothesis. I hope you learned that in your elementary or probably high school. But pag sinabi lang natin na null hypothesis, wala. Ang makikita natin na keywords when we state the null hypothesis or HO is no, none. Not significant, no effect, no relationship, no occurrence, yung ganon. Makikita natin yung, kaya nga null kasi wala, none. So, since linkage ang pinag-uusapan natin or linkage ang hinahanap natin or dinedetermine natin, our HO is there is no linkage. Ito yung statement natin for HO or null hypothesis. There is no linkage. And the alternative hypothesis says there is linkage. So, dalawa lang naman ang choices natin eh. Kasi ang tanong doon sa problem is tinatanong kung meron bang linkage o wala. So, our possible answer could be there is linkage or there is no linkage. And doon sa possible answers na yon, That is our hypothesis. HO, null hypothesis, sinasabi natin there is no linkage, and HA, alternative hypothesis, there is linkage. Next step, we create a table with observed and expected values. So ayan, sinolve ko na. Ma'am, saan galing itong 464? Total nito. So yung 9, 3, 3, at saka 1, yan yung sinasabi ko kanina na yung resulting phenotypic ratio from a dihybrid cross if we follow the law of independent assortment. Kasi pag sinabi natin expected, ang iniisip natin ay yung phenomenon na yon, it follows law of independent assortment. So, para malaman natin ang expected values, we just multiply 9/16 by the total number or total population. So, 9/16 times 464, 261. 3/16 times 464 is 87, and so on and so forth. And then, yan lang siya. Create a table with observed. Ito, table lang natin, given na ito kanina sa problem. Next. So, ayan na siya. Simplified, 261 na ganito. If we follow the independent assortment, 87 na ganyan, 87 na ganyan, and 29 na double homorecessive. Next, ang susunod is we now perform the chi-square test. Dito na natin i-apply yung formula kanina. So, recall natin ang formula, makikita natin meron siyang ganito. Or this is actually the formula. And then meron lang siyang dagdag dito na summation na symbol. Ma'am, saan yung summation na symbol dyan? Pag pinag-add natin yung mga values na ito. Okay, ito yung nagkuha natin na table kanina sa previous slide. And then ang gagawin is we just subtract, observe, minus expected, and then yung difference nila i-square natin. Parang ganito. So 261, baliktad. Sorry, it should be 318, sorry. 318 minus 261. What is the value? 318 minus 261. And then we square. That is 3249 divided by expected na 216. 15.04. I'll just correct it. Iko-correct ko lang. So, ayan, na-correct na siya. Nagkamali ako kanina sa ginamit ko na observe at saka expected values. But anyway, ito na yung corrected version. So, this one, yung observed value, 318 minus 216, that is your expected. And yung difference nila, i-square natin. And then, proceed tayo sa next step. So, hand ko ang pinagmemay sa column isu, datapnuhan kayo nga magulwan. Especially, dagijay humabhabol, pailaang aya. So 3,249, yun yung sagot nito, divided by the expected value, yung EI. Expected value, that is your, it should be 261. Ay napos, tumat gayam di computation ko itatay, wrong lang din substitute ko nga value. Anyway, ayan, sinukatak kasi, ay insublik ka di dati nga computation ko kasi ustumat gayam di na solve ko nga value for this, and this as well as the total. Sa bali lang gayam di usar ko itatay nga divisor na. So, haan nga uso di 1096 itatay nga na compute yung chi-square. So, it should be this, yung original. Kaya lang, ang mali ko kasi kanina doon sa original, ang ginamit ko na divisor, asan yung cursor ko? Ang ginamit ko kasi na divisor kanina is this 318. Pero wrong lang dyan na i-type. Anyway, so ayan. Kahit nga i-record deto yun because I do not have much time. So I hope you bear with whatever, ano tawag na? Adlib, no, what do you call this? Errors, especially doon sa ano tawag nan, DJ naibak tatay nga divisor. Di kami divisor nga nausar ko tatay 318. So sa bali DJ kas lang nakita itatay yung computation na. Pero ito na talaga yung final. Ayan, sa bali DJ na kopya. Anyway, I hope you get. That yung original ko computation tatay. Ayan, that yung original total 448.23. And then itay sinuktak man ng 1096 kasi nga min team on na i-divide ko DJ observed value. But this is the final computation. You do the same ha for this part. Tapno maawatan nyo, nagapuan na dati 68.15. Tinagapuan na, same lang din na procedure. Bale, observed minus expected. So your observed here is 10 minus 87. You square that, you raise it to 2, and then divide the value by EI, or your expected, which is 87. And then you get 68.15. Ganon din sa susunod, 62.94, and then 304.69. You get the total, yan na yung chi-square value natin. Chi-square, you read x squared as chi-squared. And then, ma'am, bakit 3? 3 represents our n minus 1 dito sa formula natin kanina. Your n minus 1 here is ito, n minus 1. N is the number of phenotypes. We have 4 in the problem. So, 4 minus 1, that is 3. So, x squared and then subscript na 3. And the value is, if you add all of this, you get 448.23. Next, number 4, step number 4, you compare the computed chi-square value to the tabular value. Ang computed chi-square value is yung naka-red, yung na-compute natin. And then yung tabular value is actually yung meron tayong mga values, meron tayong tinatawag na tabular values for chi-square distribution. And marami siya na value kasi naka-table nga siya. Pero hindi ko napapamemorize yun kasi mahirap siyang i-memorize. I will not also be letting you look for this value. Ibibigay ko na siya. Given na siya doon sa problem. So dito natin i-compare itong na-compute natin na red. So compare the computed chi-square value to the tabular value. Next, fifth step, you have to decide. How do we then compare, Kunayo? You decide whether you reject the null hypothesis or fail to reject the null hypothesis. So, ang decision rule natin, para malaman kung reject or fail to reject our HO, remember our HO, ang sinasabi sa HO, there is no linkage. So, decision rule, kapag mas malaki yung value na na-compute, letter C stands for computed, ito yung red. If this is greater than the tabular value, this is our tabular value, we reject HO. If we reject HO, sulat nga natin ulit ang HO natin. HO, sinasabi niya na there is no linkage. That's our HO. So sabi dito sa decision natin na if sa number 5, we reject HO. Our decision now, isulat natin, based from the comparison that we made from our computation at basing it from our decision rule, our decision now is, so maging decision natin or sagot natin sa step 5 is reject HO. So therefore, if we reject HO, reject natin itong idea, or itong hypothesis na ito, na there is no linkage, our conclusion then is there is linkage. So if we reject the idea na walang linkage, then our conclusion or our final answer to the question doon sa problem is there is linkage. Kasi sabi natin, or ang tinatanong, anong tinatanong ng problem? Determine if linkage happened or not. Yan lang sasagutin natin. So of course, based from our computations, our decisions, nawa na yun. Nasaan na? Based from our computations, mga na sinolve natin, our conclusion is there is linkage. So merong linkage, obvious naman. Kasi if we go back, ito yung ina-expect natin na value sana. Tingit mga sa dito expected, no kumadetoy nga tawag nan, no kumadetoy nga genotypes or the arrangement ko madigay alleles to produce the genotypes. No, if I'll follow na ni law of independent assortment, di ko may expect tayo ng offspring phenotypic ratio is 261 nga kastoy, 87 detoy, 87 mat detoy, 29 detoy. Pero tirimwar, tinobserve, ti actual is 318 ni Suna, 10 detoy, nagbasit, 13 detoy, kun nagado detoy, 123 ni double homo recessive. So, just by looking at the distribution of the observed values, may baga tayo nga there is linkage nga talaga. Pero syempre, we have to support our hypothesis. That's why we followed these steps. So we recall the steps. We have to state the null and alternative hypothesis. We create a table of observed and expected values. Number 3 is we now perform the chi-square test and compute the chi-square value. Number 4 is compare. Number 5 is decide. Our decision rule is always if the computed value of the chi-square is greater than the tabular value or the given value of chi-square, we always reject HO. Otherwise, we fail to reject HO. And then we now conclude based on our decision from number 5. So as a practice, please work on this sit work para malaman ninyo or ma-practice or ma-try ninyo how to approach such problem, how to determine kung nangyari ba yung linkage or not. No, please submit now when you're done. So there's no specific deadline, but please submit when you're done. I'll just read the problem. The plumage color of the white leghorn is due to the homozygous dominant genotype, AA. It is also known that its normal feathering is recessive to frizzled feathering. Note that feather pattern is coded for by the gene B. When white leghorns were crossed to colored homozygous frizzle-feathered chickens, all the F1 progeny were white but frizzled. However, when the F1 were mated to colored, normal feathered individuals, the empirical distribution among the F2 were as follows. Ito daw yung na-observe. Itong frequency na ito, this is the observed value ha. So please never mind yung date na nakalagay. Ito yung observed. Yung given na values sa 73, 48, 48 at saka 23. This is the observed values. Ang tanong ko lang dyan is you have to determine whether linkage happened or not by following yung procedure na ito. And then, please submit your outputs when you're done. And ano tawag dito? Thank you very much for making time or, yes, for accommodating this lecture video because we are running short of time. And please make time to study our subject. No, thank you very much, everyone, and happy weekend.